y'all, and welcome back to Lantern Creek Farm. Hey y'all, so today we're going to plant the fall garden. We're out in a tilled area, and we're going to get our fall crop of greens in the ground today. So I'll go ahead and grab the seed packets and I'll show you what we're going to get in the ground. We've got this tilled up area here, and that's where we're going to put it. So we're going to get the soil all nice and prepared today. Like I said, it's done been tilled up. We're going to go ahead and get it all nice and prepared, broke up a little bit, and then we'll get our seeds in the ground. So the summer garden has come and is almost completely gone. We have just a few things that are still trucking on. Those include our okra. We have peppers still going, a couple tomatoes, but not many. I actually ripped up most of our tomatoes the other day because they were dead. We have a few herbs like basil and dill, but the basil is going to seed and the dill is looking like it's on the last legs. So we're heading out towards the end. Now in the fall, we like to, if we have time, we like to plant some greens. Just to have some fresh greens until there is no fresh greens anymore. But first, I've got some radishes to plant. This is a new kind we haven't tried. It's French breakfast radishes. We have Detroit beets, butter crunch lettuce, black seeded Simpson lettuce, kohlrabi, and then we planted these last year, but we didn't plant them all. We got the seed packet and the name got ripped off, but I think these are Bloomsdale long-standing spinach. So that's what we've got to plant. One good thing about planting things like this is they don't really need to be really deep in the soil. Most of these things only need to be about a ½ inch in the soil, so it makes it really easy just to go ahead and if you've got an area tilled up or dirt prepared, to just go ahead and break the dirt up, throw the seed down, and there you go. You got your fall garden. While we're getting this soil prepared, let's talk about the benefits of having a fall garden. The main benefit of having a fall garden is obviously you get to have food a little bit longer. You can stretch your garden out a little bit farther. Unfortunately, one of the main issues with our summer garden this year is it ended too quickly. We're just in August, and usually I can at least pick tomatoes up into November. That's usually when our first frost comes, but unfortunately we weren't lucky when it come to that this year. And so I want to try to extend the life of our garden out as far as I can. And that's one benefit about having a fall garden. The next benefit about having a fall garden is you can make it as easy or as hard as you want to. Something about growing just greens to have until the garden's done. It makes it just a little bit, makes you feel a little bit better about growing something and having something out of the garden. You don't really have to tend to it much. It's just super easy to put in the ground. It's not really anything you have to fool with much, and so that's why I like planting greens and lettuces and things like that in the ground. And you can even extend those greens out a little bit farther if you wanted to do something like a high tunnel or something to cover the frost off the plants. That's not something I plan to do this year, but it is something that I see a lot of people doing. Another benefit of just having a fall garden is, especially if you're somebody that likes gardening, just having something to do, having something to tend to when winter comes. There's a lot of times in the homesteading world that in the wintertime there's just not a lot to do, and it's a downtime, and sometimes that's a good thing. Sometimes we need that downtime. Sometimes it's kind of a shock to not have anything to do. So the fall garden just keeps you a little bit busy for a little bit longer. Probably before I plant anything, I'm gonna put some rabbit manure on this and kind of mix it in. All right, I think I got enough hoed up here. I'm gonna go down to the barn, grab us some manure, and then we'll get back to the garden. All right, I got me a blue bucket full of brown gold. It's got some hay in it, but not much. While I'm scattering this out, let's talk about rabbit manure for a second. A lot of manures you cannot put directly on the garden. Rabbit manure is different. It breaks down very quickly, and it's not urine based. Chicken manure has a lot of urine in it. Cow manure, horse manure, those are animals that their feces are very urine based. They have a lot of, they're wet. They're very uriny, very high in acidity. Rabbit manure is a lot different. Rabbit manure is practically dry. When it comes out, it dries very quickly. It disintegrates and breaks down very quickly. It is not high in acidity, and it's not urine based. It's not wet. And so rabbit manure is the perfect thing to use is a fertilizer because it composts so well, and obviously it's going to add a little bit of something to the soil to help things go a little bit faster. So I've got 2 lettuces, 1 spinach, 1 radish, 1 beet, and 1 kohlrabi. So I'll probably do the lettuces up here in the front. Y'all can't see. And then next I'll do the spinach. Then I'll do probably the radishes and the beets, and then the kohlrabi. I think what I'm going to do is take our tobacco sticks and mark the end of each row, and so I know what goes in each row. So let me see how many different. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'll need 6 sticks, and I'll mark it down the line here. As you can see, that wasn't too difficult at all. You don't even have to go as far as putting the stakes down when you do this, but I just do it. That way I know where everything's at. That way other people know where everything's at when they come out here, and we can kind of see how well everything's doing. And also, I'm a tiny bit of a perfectionist. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. So, first row here, we're going to do the black seeded Simpson lettuce. These are so tiny. And I'm just going to sprinkle it. Okay, that's first row. And I like to set my packets at the end of my rows. That way I know what I've planted. Next up is the butter crunch lettuce. Sounds like Tilly's getting in trouble. A few seeds left, so I'm just going to go back up the row. Shouldn't hurt nothing. Okay, then we'll put the butter crunch. And I guess next we'll do the spinach. So lettuce, spinach. Oh, the whole bottom of that just came out. Oh my gosh. Oh no. I guess I'll just pick the handful up then. Oh no. The bottom of that seed packet just come out. There's seeds everywhere. Oh, there's a hole in that. Well, that's not good at all. Ugh. Did I even put any up here? I didn't, did I? That's completely thrown me off now. I don't know what's what. This row is gonna be messed up. What do you do though? Like, I couldn't help it. Alright, so I don't know what's what there. I'll show y'all what happened though. I was sticking my hand down, and they've got like this little plastic here. I don't even know why they think that's a good idea. They've got little plastic on the front here. I can't really show you without the seeds coming out. And the plastic came out. Wow. All right. So up next we'll do the radishes, and I might put radishes and beets in the same row. I don't know. Well, I made a row, so we'll do some of the French breakfast radishes. These said do these about 1 inch apart, so. Okay. All right. So that's our French breakfast radishes. Next we have our beets and our kohlrabi. There's our beets. I don't know how far to plant these apart. I've never planted beets before. Let me show you their seeds. They look very different. If you're seeing beet seeds for the first time like I am, they're odd looking. All right. Last up is the kohlrabi. I tried to plant some of this over the summer in the spring, and it just didn't come up, so we're going to try it again. Guys, I'm partially doing this so I'll remember and so you all know. So we have the black seeded Simpson lettuce, butter crunch lettuce, the spinach that went absolutely everywhere, French breakfast radishes, Detroit beets, and the kohlrabi. Now I'll just cover everything up. Alright guys, and just like that, we've got our fall garden done. Now as you notice, I tried to be really light as I was covering it up because it doesn't take much. If she don't dig them up, it doesn't take much to cover the seeds up. But we got everything planted right there. We planted our fall crops. We got our greens and our radishes. And like I said, I've planted beets for the first time this year. I've never planted beets before, so that's going to be exciting to see how they come up. But like we did it. We did it. We've got it done. It's done. And so it can be that simple. It can be that easy. And I might try to get my hands on some collard greens as well. I thought I had collard seeds, but I don't. So we might pick some more seeds up, including collards. If we do that, then I'll try to let you all know. But simple, 6 rows, and we'll have food in just a few days. Just some of that, you know, like in 30 days or something like that. We'll be 30 or 40 days. We'll be seeing some of our fruit come up, and so it's super exciting. And like I said, guys, we're heading into the fall now. We're having an early fall like most places are, and so it's pretty nice to be able to check this off the list and be able to just produce just a little bit more food than just with the summer garden. I love to end my videos with beauty if I can, and so we're going to stand right here behind the zinnias because we all need something pretty to look at today. Guys, I appreciate you all watching. I appreciate you all hanging out. If you haven't liked this video already, please do so. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments. And the last few video guys, I've been telling you that I need to meet my, trying to meet my monetization goal. I need about 2,000 more hours by January. So if you can help me do that, that would be amazing. I would be internally grateful for that. So guys, I appreciate y'all watching. Like I said, I appreciate y'all hanging out. I hope you enjoyed our fall garden video, and I hope that if you plan on doing a fall garden, you get it done this year. But guys, thank you all so much. We'll see you on the next one. Bye guys.